Hey, Good Vibes family! Welcome back to the channel. If you've ever felt like your big goals are out of reach or you're stuck in a rut, today's video is for you. We're talking about the power of small wins and how they can build momentum to help you achieve your biggest goals. We all have these big dreams, these beautiful visions for our lives, right? But sometimes the path to get there can feel long and overwhelming. That's where the magic of small wins comes in. Trust me, these little victories are more powerful than you think. Ready to unlock the secret to success? Let's get started. Here's the thing. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's not like you wake up one day and bam, you're living the dream. It takes time, it takes effort, and it takes a whole lot of heart. But did you know that focusing on small wins every day can have a huge impact on your journey? It's easy to get overwhelmed by the big picture. We set these ambitious goals, which is amazing, but then we start thinking about all the steps involved and it's like, whoa, that's a lot. But here's the secret sauce. Breaking your goals into smaller, achievable tasks can make the whole process feel less daunting. Think about it like this. Instead of trying to climb Mount Everest in one go, ouch, you break it down into base camps. Each base camp you reach, that's a small win. Each step forward, no matter how tiny, it all adds up. And you know what? Those small wins, they don't just move you closer to your goal, they change something inside you. They build your confidence, they prove to yourself that you can do hard things, that you can make progress. So often we wait to celebrate until we reach the finish line. But what if we celebrated every step of the way? What if we acknowledged our courage, our resilience, our commitment to showing up for ourselves? Because here's the truth, my friend. You are capable of incredible things. And by embracing the power of small wins, you're not just chasing your dreams, you're creating a life you love, one step at a time. Tip number 1. Use small wins to create momentum. Think about it like a snowball effect. When you accomplish a small task, it boosts your confidence and your energy. It's like adding fuel to a fire. The more small wins you stack up, the bigger your momentum becomes. Imagine you're feeling stuck, unmotivated, maybe even a little bit blah about your goals. It happens to the best of us. But instead of staying stuck in that energy, what if you picked one tiny task, something you could do in the next hour, and you just did it? Maybe it's finally cleaning out your inbox, or going for a 20-minute walk, or sending that email you've been putting off. Whatever it is, the moment you check it off your list, something shifts. You feel a sense of accomplishment, a surge of energy like, hey, I did that. And that energy, my friend, is contagious. Suddenly, you're inspired to tackle another task, and then another. It's like that feeling when you're cleaning your house and you get on a roll. One minute you're organizing a drawer, the next thing you know, the whole place is sparkling. That's the power of momentum. And it all starts with those small wins, those seemingly insignificant actions that create a ripple effect, propelling you forward toward your bigger goals. So don't underestimate the power of a small win. It's not just about checking something off your list, it's about building momentum, boosting your confidence, and creating a positive cycle of success. Tip number 2. Celebrate every step forward. No win is too small to celebrate. Whether it's checking off a task, hitting a mini goal, or making progress toward your larger goal, take a moment to recognize your hard work. We live in a world that often glorifies the big wins, the grand achievements. But here's the thing. True success is about enjoying the journey, every single step of the way. And that means celebrating all the wins, big and small. Think about it. When you achieve something you've been working towards, no matter how small, it releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals in your brain. And when you allow yourself to experience that joy, that sense of accomplishment, it reinforces your positive behaviors and makes you want to keep going. So how do you celebrate? Well, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could be as simple as doing a little dance in your living room, treating yourself to a delicious latte, or calling a friend to share your good news. The important thing is to acknowledge your wins, to give yourself permission to feel proud of what you've accomplished. Because here's the truth. You deserve to celebrate your progress. You're putting in the work. You're showing up for yourself, and that's something to be celebrated. So go ahead, my friend, give yourself a high five, do a little victory lap around your office, and soak in that feeling of accomplishment. You earned it. Chapter 4. Small wins lead to big goals. Tip number 3, remember, small wins lead to big goals. You might feel like your big goals are out of reach, but every small step you take is moving you closer to your destination. It's the compound effect in action. Each small win gets you that much closer to achieving your dreams. It's easy to get discouraged when we focus solely on the end goal. We start thinking about how far we have to go, how much work is left to be done, and it can feel overwhelming. But here's the thing, every big goal is made up of countless smaller goals. Think about it like building a house. You don't just magically end up with a finished home overnight. It starts with laying the foundation, brick by brick, piece by piece. Each brick laid, each nail hammered is a small win that contributes to the larger vision. And just like building that house, achieving your dreams requires patience, persistence, and a belief in the power of consistent action. It's about focusing on the small wins, knowing that each one is a step in the right direction. So don't get caught up in the enormity of your big goals. Instead, break them down into bite-sized pieces, into actionable steps that you can take each day. Celebrate those small wins, knowing that they are the building blocks of your success. Remember, my friend, you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Just keep taking those small steps, keep celebrating your progress, and watch in amazement as those small wins lead you to your biggest dreams. Chapter 5. How to stay consistent with small wins. Tip number 4, stay consistent. The key to building momentum is consistency. Make small wins a daily habit. Break down your larger goals into daily or weekly tasks and focus on completing one thing at a time. The more you make it a habit, the more you'll see progress. Consistency is the secret sauce, my friend. It's what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It's about showing up for yourself day after day, even when you don't feel like it, even when things get tough. But here's the thing about consistency. It doesn't have to mean huge, overwhelming actions. In fact, it's often the small, consistent actions that make the biggest difference over time. Think about it like working out. You don't have to run a marathon every day to see results. Even just 20 minutes of exercise a few times a week can have a huge impact on your health and well-being. The same goes for achieving your goals. It's about creating a rhythm, a routine, a system that supports you in making consistent progress. And the best way to do that? Small wins, my friend, small wins. Break down your goals into manageable chunks and then schedule them into your day. Just like you would an important meeting, make it a non-negotiable, a promise to yourself that you will show up and do the work, even if it's just for 15 minutes. Because here's the thing, consistency compounds. Each small win builds upon the last, creating a snowball effect that propels you forward. So embrace the power of consistency, my friend, and watch in amazement as your small wins turn into big, beautiful results. Chapter 6. Don't compare your journey to others. Tip number 5. Don't compare your journey to others. It's easy to look at someone else's success and feel like you're not doing enough. But remember, everyone's journey is different, and what matters most is your progress. In today's world of social media, it's easier than ever to fall into the comparison trap. We see the highlight reels of other people's lives, their successes, their perfectly curated feeds, and it's easy to start feeling inadequate. But here's the thing, you are on your own unique path, my friend. Your journey is not meant to look like anyone else's. Your timeline is different, your challenges are different, your definition of success is different. And that's more than okay, it's beautiful. Comparing yourself to others is like comparing apples and oranges. It's simply not a fair comparison. Instead of focusing on what others are doing, turn your attention inward. Focus on your own progress, your own growth, your own definition of success. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small they may seem in comparison to others. Remember that every step forward is a step in the right direction, and that you are exactly where you need to be. So the next time you find yourself scrolling through social media, feeling that pang of comparison, take a deep breath and remind yourself, this is not my race to run. I am on my own path, and I am doing amazing things. Small wins really are the key to building momentum and achieving your big goals. Break down your goals into smaller tasks, celebrate every step forward, and stay consistent. With each small win, you're getting closer to the success you deserve. Remember, you are capable of amazing things. Don't be afraid to dream big, to set audacious goals, and to embrace the journey, one small win at a time. Thank you for watching. If you're feeling inspired, give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs some motivation, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on living your best, positive life. Remember, every small win counts.